Coach, something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the right stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trenton Cannon, his first carry of the ball game. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the 1st round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And this time Rosen will throw. On the screen, this is Cannon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Uncorks one for Davis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Rodgers with the handoff.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm,
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Packers 21, Titans nothing.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And able to get this out to the 25.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A give to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Packers 28, Titans 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They give to Cannon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The tackle
exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They run the counter. Cannon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard.
On second down now, it's Cannon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Irvin to return. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Corey Jackson on the tackle.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
1st and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. To throw again, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
To Aaron Jones.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Let's go. Check 50. Check 50. Under 10. Right. 10. Check 4. Check 4.
Here's Jones. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for him with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A final shot before half for Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 4th and goal.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you. Mike, still ball. Mike, 51. He don't know no better.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go, Mike.
Now Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll run it with Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Jones again, the ball carrier.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
18, 26. Hey, let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Aaron, give him a yard down to the 43.
Daquan Jones.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Well made by Jayon Brown.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Oh, they'll try to jet sweep here with Lazard.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers are pouring it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Packers 38, Titans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Greg Harder on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
19-yard line.
They go again with Cannon. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Oh, the return is Irvin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the
19-yard line.
One more time, it's Cannon. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now it's Rosen. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That's taken on the 25. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run once more with Dillon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Rodgers throwing here. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this